Today is Thursday, August 17th, about 7:30 at night. We have not worked on the car at all this week. I've been slacking, a little bit of slacking, and a lot of really busyness. Got the cars washed on Sunday. Fast forward to today, got the cars unloaded. Marcus and I and Izzy are going to get to work on the B-Mod and try to make sure there's no bent parts as we race on a really rough racetrack because we got a lot of rain. So gotta fix our body, just do all our little maintenance things. We have a lot of work to do. I mean, the weather's not looking that great, but as everyone knows, if you guys don't work on the cars, you obviously can't go racing, and more than likely the weather's going to turn around and you're going to be stuck in the shop busting your butt. So Marcus and I and Izzy went to the car, and this is all we have found so far. The lower and the upper. You guys can't really see the upper, but they're loose. But after some Bahan, I would consider that's a win. So we're gonna fix it, check over the rest of the car, make sure there's no underlying issues, straighten out the nose and the right record panel, and do some tire work, and you're ready for this weekend.
I woke up in the days you were talking to me, so I fake like something you say I just couldn't believe. Now you're walking around the block like you don't give a care, and you're blinking and you're looking through me like I'm not even there.
Alright, so it's Saturday. Cody and I came up to the shop to pretty much finish up a couple things and then load the car up. But Cody found a problem. What'd you find, Cody?
Well, so we were racing obviously last week at Cedar, and it was rough. And I think this had been like this for a little bit, longer than just last week, and we missed it. I thought the upper ball joint, see, we use cotter pins and everything we have, so nothing comes apart. And we noticed when we put the car on the lift after washing it this week that the upper and the lower ball joints had some play in them. So what we did was we tightened everything up, and everything seemed pretty snug, except for when I went to go put the tire on here, I just grabbed a hold of this and pulled up on it, and the lower ball joint moved a little bit, and I'm like, oh, that was odd. So I took the cotter pins out of it to make sure it was tight, and lo and behold, on the bottom side of this thing was about halfway threaded out. Not even halfway. I mean, it looked like it was tight. See, it has this O-ring in here to seal it all off, and all that was up in there like that, but it obviously has been moving for some time, because you can see where the threads are good and where the threads are bad, and obviously it wasn't threaded in there very far, and it smashed. These are aluminum threads, and smashed the aluminum threads. So now we want to go racing.
Your phone's going off.
And because I missed something, now I gotta hurry up and try to find something to resolve it. So everything's good except for this. So we're trying to find a part, quick time. We're supposed to be in the track in about 2.5 hours. And yeah, I mean, we can put it back in to get to the track if someone has one, or else we're gonna have problems and we're not gonna race. So this is why you do maintenance on your car, and don't wait till the last minute like I did.
So it is Saturday, August 20th. We are here at Cedar Lake Speedway in Richmond, Wisconsin. problem is? It's hot?
Well, he says it's fuel pressure problem again too, but
They're having driver's meeting, but it is just above 182.
start it up.
Ready?
Water?
Not in the trailer. I can go get some.
You need some.
All right, well, minor setback.
I'm gonna pinch it shut, Amber. I'm gonna pinch it shut if you can put it on. You know how to do these, right?
Cody was coming back and walked into the side of that.
Hopefully it's not going to the eye. Get it as tight as you can. I'll hold it right there. Go ahead.
Does he need stitches?
Maybe. They give me another one for the back side. It's all the way down. Down to the bone. Can you open your eyes like that?
Yeah, you can see. It's fucking rain.
But here's the deal, Cody.
He thinks he's gonna race.
Go to the doctor and have taken care of. You're gonna have a big, huge freaking scar.
Well, he's gonna have a scar either way.
So that's
No, it's not leaking.
just if it's gonna be okay, just
Let me. The thing is, can you see out of that eye?
yeah, it's
That work on there. That won't burn either.
you know.
I was gonna say, I
can
have
see-
the-
All
I mean,
right,
he's patched up, but it's.
He's patched up.
let's go. I want water.
Okay,
in
zero.
that.
How about you wipe off your? You got blood all the way down to your.
Hey, guess what?
Should have. There you go.
Well, got the ambulance over here.
Hello.
Hi.
Wow, we have a whole bunch of them right here.
Just walk right in the corner.
And of course, he has to race, so they're gonna take him to the hospital.
No, not one. It can take me after. We can still see.
You're good.
See, we got a fireman here, we have an ex-state trooper here, and then we have you two. And you guys just said, looks good, so we
He said if I got a piece of wood, they'll just staple it right now.
Just tell me you want some good painkillers.
So here we are. And yeah, there's his face. So thus the reason why Cody wanted to race. He really insisted he was going to race. He even told the ambulance drivers he was going to race. But after we got it all bandaged up and stuff and talked to him about if you got dirt, which was going to be inevitable, how awful it was going to be, and that he could get a very bad infection. So
as you guys can see, I don't look perfect, but I'll just start off. Yesterday we went to Cedar Lake Speedway last night, and honestly didn't think we were gonna race. As many people know around here, we've had inches and inches and inches of rain. I'm not sure exactly the total amount, but I can say it's probably over 3 inches just in the last 2-3 days. So racing last night was a miracle, and to my surprise and probably many others, the track wasn't terrible. Yeah, was it rough in spots? Yeah, but you're gonna have that when you have 3 inches of rain. With that being said, I did not get to race much. I literally ran 3 or 4 laps in hot laps, and we had some issue with the car. We got it fixed. I went up to a parts trailer to get some water wetter, and on my way back, honestly, it was nobody's fault but my own. I was taking the seal and the cap off the water wetter bottle, and I had looked down for what I thought was a split second, and I wasn't just walking. It was like a power run, and ran right into an open generator door that was eye level. As you guys can see, I don't know if Mom can come in here, but it was 3 centimeters away, maybe not even that, from my eye duct, and I would have lost an eye last night. So I'm very, people are like, why are you so happy? Well, I'm happy and I'm thankful that I'm okay. It could have been a lot worse. I got stitches. As you guys can see, my nose is not straight anymore, so I got a broken nose. And I'm not too sure about my eye or my cheekbone. It's pretty swollen up today, but we'll be okay. I'll be back in the race car on Friday, and that's really all that matters, is that we're going to be fine. And good thing is we don't have much to do this week, so that's not how I wanted to have not so much to do this week go, but we'll take the bad with the good and move forward. I want to take the time to thank everyone that has helped, anywhere from last night to all year, because it really takes an army to do this, and without sponsors and friends and people at the racetrack, none of this would be possible. So I gotta thank Willow River Saloon, Casey Farms, Freedom Race Lifts, Sabre Plumbing and Heating in Plymouth, Minnesota, Concrete Concepts in Richmond, Jakey's Signs, GRP Motorsports, Dirt Race Central, Photos by Fizzle, 828 Media, Gorsuch Performance. If you guys need brakes, check them out. They do a lot of stuff with late model guys all over the country, modified guys, etc. M&B Services in Wyoming, Minnesota, and then we have Fast Factory. All those people, they all have a fight in this battle here with us, and if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be where we are today. They help us, allow us to do what we want on the weekends. So please go out and support those people. I gotta thank everyone last night that was so caring and willing to help try to fix my face up so I could try to race. I was tempted, as you guys can see in the video, that I was going to race until basically my dad and everyone else scared me into getting an infection because of dirt in my eye, basically, and I didn't want to go through that. So what do you want to talk about from last night?
I'm talking about people complaining on Facebook about the racetrack last night.
Yeah, I kind of addressed that.
Did you?
Yeah, we
He
got a lot
tried.
of rain.
I said no.
We got a lot of rain, and what people don't understand is there was literally puddles of water on Saturday morning. I didn't think they were going to race.
The thing of it is, if they hadn't raced, people would complain that they didn't race.
You know, you didn't
You
have to come.
a couple of the comments out there. First off, I'm talking about the number 11 who won in the USRA late models. If you want to know who it is, go look it up. To make a comment after you win up there and winning in Victory Lane about maybe you should have somebody else from
A different
a
track.
different track come prep your track because your track sucks. Pretty much what he said, and I think he almost used those words.
Yeah, pretty close.
And the crowd didn't appreciate it either. They were booing. I've been to that other track, and the guy does a really good job, and they fix that place up, and it's a beautiful place. But that track ain't always perfect either. It's a dirt track, just like our track is not our track, but Cedar Lake's track. And I know how hard and how much time Chris Heinbuck and the guys put in at that racetrack. And to make comments like that, you're completely arrogant, and you really don't know what you're talking about. And quite honestly, you make yourself look stupid.
Yeah.
And then somebody took exception to it, another racer's wife, and said, I'd like to thank, after the comments last night at the racetrack, just like to thank the workers at the racetrack for doing their best and stuff like that, which is right. The racetrack workers had nothing to do with the weather. It rained here all week, hard. We didn't think they were going to race. Friday night's tracks were all closed everywhere around here. Nobody could race. That track, whether we should have or shouldn't have raced on it, we did.
They did a great job considering.
Well, you can only do so much with it. You can't
Yeah.
say it was a great job because it was rough. But it's and then there's a couple of these guys up there in the stands. I have no problem. I'm gonna tell you, Mr. So I'm talking about, put on there that bring back Bob Cook. Well, if you don't know, the Cooks used to own the racetrack. Bob passed away from COVID a couple years ago, and Chris Heimbach kind of took over the grading part of it. Bob was teaching Chris how to do that for the last couple of years. I raced out for 25 years, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's been rougher than it was this time, plenty of times when the Cooks did it. And everybody complained about it then. Nobody wants to race on a rough track. Nobody does. But it is part of dirt racing. If you want to be perfectly smooth every week, go to an asphalt track and have fun there. Just the way it is. There's a lot of things that the racetrack out here could do better. I don't agree with everything they do either. But you don't get out there and publicly bash them. If you have something to say that they may or may not listen to you, and probably won't, but go talk to them about it. If you think you have a better idea, or you think there's something that you can do to make it better, go talk to them. But this complaining on Facebook and all these other places about this place or that place and stuff like that, if you haven't noticed lately, there's a lot of racetracks closing down.
All you're doing is hurting our sport. Yeah.
Every business in this country right now it's a little tough, and they're probably a little concerned about their futures and stuff like that. So if you're so smart, why don't you do something and try to help the place instead of, it's pretty easy to sit there and criticize.
Yeah, you're 100% right.
I just think that
You couldn't
we
have
could
said it better myself.
I just think we together, if people would work together and help one another instead of working against one another and complaining and using their platform, whether it's Victory Lane or whatever else, to say make negative comments. And I get some people on Facebook made comments because they're trying to get you to see someone else's perspective, but at the end of the day, it just seemingly all comes down to
I don't think
not working together. No, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
But we could do much better by working together rather than working against one another.
And yeah, it does seem like with the big races, like the USA National, stuff like that, that they may put more time in the track, and that might be absolutely true. But you have to look at it from a business standpoint. When you got 10,000 people out there and you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars that weekend, you can afford to put the money in the fuel and the time to fix the track a little bit better. Is that right? I don't know if it's right or it's wrong, and I don't even know if that is the correct thing. Maybe they do try to keep the track exactly the same. My personal opinion is they probably do let some things slide for the local guys. For one reason, there isn't many people in the stands. They're not making as much money. It costs money to run that equipment out there. It just does.
Yeah.
And the time.
And
they
the
probably
time.
can't put in that many hours.
There's so many
week.
things that go into the stuff that these people just take for granted, and it's just easier to complain about it. And if you complain about stuff enough, so somebody may just say F it and just not do it anymore. And then what are they going to complain about?
Oh,
There's not a track around here that hasn't been rough. Menominey's not been that great.
Rice Lake hasn't been.
Rice Lake hasn't been that great. I don't know nothing about Ogilvie. I haven't heard anything about that. I know Fountain City hasn't always been perfect. I don't know what's been lately. Deer Creek's had some rough nights.
It's gonna happen.
It's
This is dirt.
It's dirt.
It's dirt. And what happens when you put too much water with dirt? It's gonna be soft. It's going to happen. This is why.
I get it.
It's fine.
I get it. At any race, you're gonna have people
Complain.
that you cheer for. You're gonna have people that you're not gonna like, and that's all part of the deal. I don't know. And sometimes people just walk into generator doors.
Yeah, that was a fun time. I've already talked about that, so I can say that I won't be going near any open doors next time. So, thank you for watching. As always, be sure to like, comment, share with your friends and family. Yeah, I felt that. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button. We sure appreciate it. Thank you.
That I could ever dare to dream is you forever moving next to me. this slow. We've got miles behind us, but miles to go. So let's just break this down to the simplest truth. You and I as one will always be better than two. The leaves ain't waiting, their colors changing like the times. And I'm taking, darling, would you be mine? And I hope you know I will love you for the rest of my life. Let's not waste time, oh, take this slow. We've got miles behind us, but miles to go. So let's just break this down to the simplest truth.